The family of actor Bruce Willis says his condition is advancing. The family released a statement today saying he's been diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia, which affects behavior, speech, and language. There's currently no cure or treatment for FTD. For more now, let's bring in Dr. Leah Croll, who's a neurologist at Temple Health in Philadelphia. Doctor, thank you so much for your time tonight. In the family statement, they said that many of us have never heard of the disease that Bruce Willis has. Talk to us more about what FTD is.
Thanks for having me tonight. You know, FTD is one of the more rare forms of dementia. It represents overall only about 10% of dementia cases. So a lot of people haven't heard of it. And the other reason people haven't heard of it is it can be very tricky to diagnose because its most prominent symptoms are actually behavioral. So in addition to cognitive impairment, these patients may develop dramatic personality changes. They may develop compulsive or impulsive behaviors. They may be inappropriate at times. They may be apathetic. There's so many different ways this can look. And of course, in some cases, language can be a major presenting symptom.
Willis was already suffering from aphasia last year. You clearly can't speak to his specific symptoms, but if someone that you were treating had the same diagnosis that Bruce Willis has, what types of symptoms might they experience beyond what you were just suggesting with potentially difficulty talking and perhaps having difficulty being empathetic?
These patients, again, it looks so different on so many different patients, but some symptoms people may start to notice, maybe difficulty thinking of the right words they want to say, difficulties understanding when people are talking to them that get worse and progressive over time. Their family members may notice that their executive functioning is not what it used to be, so their filter may not be there like it normally is. And again, they can have depression, anxiety, anger. There's so many different ways this can look.
And would someone lose the ability to talk entirely, typically, at least long term?
This is a progressive disease, so it's certainly possible to see that happen. It does not always happen, and various patients will have varying degrees of severity of their symptoms.
I understand there's no cure for FTD and no way to slow down the symptoms. Can it at all be managed?
Yes. So depending on what the patient's symptoms are, their doctors will work with them and their family to try and figure out, what's going to be the best strategy for you as an individual. For some patients, that may be working with a psychiatrist for help managing the behavioral symptoms, and there's some medications we can give in that sense. For others, it may be a matter of speech therapy and physical therapy.
The family hopes that by sharing his diagnosis that they raise awareness to the fact that there is no cure for this disease. What work needs to still be done in order to get there?
This is such a gift that a celebrity gives us when they're willing to go out here and be open with their diagnosis. And this is not a diagnosis that's easy to be open about. So I do have to give him so much credit. Frontotemporal dementia is actually the most common form of dementia in the young, in people less than 65. So really raising awareness for who should be thinking about this or worrying about this, who they should go see, which is a neurologist, to talk about it. And following along with the pharmaceutical companies in the drug development pipeline to see what's next.
Dr. Leah Croll, we thank you so much for your expertise and insight here.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.